So Rahu in the 12th and Ketu in the 6th is somewhat of a difficult placement. If you remember, I said that Ketu in the 12th, Rahu in the 6th is actually quite conducive because Rahu is about effort and work and Ketu is about letting go. Well, when you get them reversed, it's kind of tricky because Rahu wants to obsess over something tangible and the 12th house is lost. There is nothing tangible in the 12th. In fact, it's the house of intangible things. It's about dreams. It's about letting go. It's literally about loss. It's about surrender. And again, Ketu in the 6th is, the 6th house is about effort and work and working through difficulty and facing unpleasantness in life and showing up to face whatever it is. Ketu withdraws. Ketu doesn't want to face. Ketu is the part of us that wants to surrender and let go. So this can be a difficult placement. The person will often, avoid work, don't want to get tied down in all of the problems of the world, and instead they'll be obsessed with 12th house things, which again can include escapism. Activities of the 12th house include literally things like escapism, alcohol, drugs, prison. In the more positive sense, dreaming, the in-between life state, meditation, solitude. These are all ways where we let go of our identity. The first house is our identity, and the 12th house is behind that, just behind it. Identity can be seen like when you wake up from the bed and start moving around, you're in the body and you're expressing your individuality through the body and as the self, as a person. Right before you got up from the bed, you were in the 12th house. You were laying there, you weren't moving, you were motionless, you were dreaming. That's 12th house. You were asleep. And that's 12th house. So Rahu is obsessed with that when it's in the 12th house. It's obsessed with connecting to that other world. Connecting to that place where we don't have to support this ego and this identity. Again, that's tricky because when Rahu gets obsessed with something, he's obsessed. He's like, okay, well, the quickest way to not be conscious or to not be awake, which is first house stuff, is to be unconscious. So let me get drunk. Let me take some drugs. Let me get this as quick as possible. So loss, surrender, escapism, these are all 12th house things. So Rahu in the 12th can be quite dangerous in that way. And again, it's supported by Ketu in the 6th, which is saying, I don't want to do the hard work of the world. Eating healthy, doing those kinds of things are very much 6th house things. That's why, like I said, when Rahu was ruling the 6th, it's actually quite good because we're aware that we need to manage all these unpleasant details in life. When Rahu is in the 6th, we're kind of obsessed over it, but we're sort of worried about it. When Ketu is there, we're kind of withdrawing from that. I don't want to do that. Instead, we're obsessed with creating this state of mind, because 12th house is really about a state of mind. The actions with the 12th house are often destructive. Often. The state of mind with the 12th house is like liberation, moksha, through meditation, through drugs and alcohol, through all kinds of things. So the positive quality of the 12th house is to willingly surrender our identity and to go back into a state of peace through meditation. But we can do that in less wholesome ways by taking drugs or doing other things to go into that state. So this can be a difficult place. It's also good for traveling to ashrams and things. So when I see people with Rahu in the 12th, I try to advise them to, look into foreign kinds of escapes rather than escapism into foreign substances. Escape to foreign lands for pure and holistic outcomes.